Well, I just got my bullseye for the week, so. Alright guys, this is our weapon section. This gentleman's making arrowheads, knife blades, spear points, blowguns, and darts here. Alright, we'll start out with some of these arrowheads that you see here. Alright, some of these arrowheads could be made out of this flint here. This flint can be found in parts of Tennessee, Kentucky, and Alabama, and that was Cherokee territory at one time. Alright, in this particular area here, this was the type of stone we were using to make arrowheads and other tools out of. This is called quartzite. We even use the clear quartz also to make the arrowheads and tools. Alright, to get flakes off of this flint, we take a hammer stone or river stone like you see here, start striking on this flint, knocking some flakes off of it. Alright, after we get some flakes knocked off, then we'd use the base of a deer's antler or a small river stone. And this is a process called flint knapping. That will get the general shape of the arrowhead onto the piece of flint. Alright, after we get the general shape of the arrowhead, then we'd use the tip of a deer's antler. This is a process called pressure flaking. This would finish the arrowhead, giving it its serrated edge, its tail, and its point. And it'd take about 15 to 30 minutes to complete one of these arrowheads. We make two types of arrowheads here. The first type is the round-shouldered, used for hunting large game like bear, deer, elk, and bison. This arrowhead will be tied on with fibers from the Indian hemp plant. If this was to get stuck inside an animal's body, it could be easily extracted and reused. The other point is the square shoulder to the war point used in warfare. This arrowhead will be tied on with animal sinew. If this was to get stuck inside the enemy's body, mixing with his warm blood, it would cause this sinew to expand and loosen and let this arrowhead come off inside the enemy's body, giving the enemy three choices. They could leave this arrowhead inside, they could take a knife and cut the arrowhead out, or while the arrow shaft is still attached, they could push that arrow all the way through. We left that up to them to decide on their own. Right, this arrow shaft, this is made out of mountain cane, and that's similar to the river cane that the baskets are made from, but it's just found at high elevations, and this is about largest the mountain cane's going to grow. The way the two turkey feathers are cut and tied down as a fletching, that's just the way the Cherokee done that. That'll cause the arrow to spin when it leaves the bow for better accuracy, and it'll go a further distance. And with this war point and its serrated edges, it'll have a drilling effect when it hits the enemy's body. So this arrow's more likely to cut its way through a person instead of getting stuck inside. Another weapon that we used was the blowgun, and these are made from river cane, the same thing the baskets are made from. Alright, we were the only North American tribe to use a blowgun. Alright, we'd go collect the river cane, store it, and let it dry. It would dry crooked. We'd heat each of these crooked sections up over a fire. Then we'd use our hands and knees and straighten the cane out. When this cane cooled down, it would hold that straightness. After we had this whole piece of cane put through the straightening process, we'd use this tool. It's got an arrowhead on the end of it, and it's carved out of locust. Each of these river cane have solid pieces called joints right here inside them. This arrowhead would knock holes all the way through the piece of cane. Then we'd pack it full of river sand, use the other end of the stick,